What is it so special about a gun dog? Is it the level of obedience or what?
Well, it's a lot of it's their own natural ability, but using it to work for you um, as a team, really.
It must be a lot of satisfaction, I would think, as a dog owner to have them in a gun dog competition.
Yeah, especially if you win it. It can be equally frustrating if they don't go very well.
And the relationship you have with the dog very important. And can the dog also get quite moody and be difficult on a competition day, perhaps?
You can get dogs that are they have patches of form like athletes when you're competing with them. You can get one that can really go well on a day, and then another day he looks like he's not had a lot of training. It's just dogs and how they are.
What about the breed then? How can you spot a good gun dog from the breed? Is it purely the same as the pedigree, or is it from dogs that have been good performers?
Well, people have been breeding to get a good gun dog for years and years and years, picking what they consider to be the best gun dogs to the best gun dogs. As it would be in the wild, you would breed best to the best. The only difference is in the gun dog world, we're choosing who we think is the best.
What about your favourite breed then?
Well, I started off my gun dog life with flat-coated retrievers, which I've still got one, but I've gradually swapped over the years to having Labradors, as we've got 6 Labradors now and 1 flat-coated retriever. But I do enjoy the flat coat just that little bit more than the 6 Labradors.
In a competition, what do you look for in a dog then? What's special about the dog in order to be able to compete?
If it's on game finding ability is a priority. If its ability to find a bird or game or whatever that you've lost, its own ability really, and then on top of that it has to be under control and do as it's told. But the priority is its game finding ability.
But in the competition we see at the Game Fair, of course, it's not real game. It's just a lure.
Yes, of course, it's impossible to recreate exactly what you would get with game, but it's done as close as possibly can be. Still got to find the canvas dummy the same as they have a pheasant. So yeah, it's to simulate game, but it can never be exactly the same. And dogs become far more excited and goey on the real thing than they do on a dummy. So a dog that could possibly be good on a dummy might not be settled enough to do the same thing for game.
How do you keep the dog's attention, especially with all the other dogs around, and indeed, of course, large audiences as well?
Oh, they're usually focused. If you're carrying a game bag and they know there's some work going on, that's what they want to do. They want to be involved in that, so they tend to ignore everything else.
It's extraordinary because you control them from several fields away, don't you?
Oh yeah, but I mean each dog is individually trained and then put together as a team. All the training is done, started short, and then work to that distance afterwards when you've got a good obedient dog on a short distance.
We must be looking forward to the Game Fair. First time here at Ragley Hall, and a nice gun dog arena right by in fact, almost part of the main part of the show, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's nice to have one close to home that I'll have a couple of days ahead of the 3, having a look round and watching the dogs myself.
Well, Ellis here is being very obedient.
Yeah, I think he's watching the water over there. Hopefully that perhaps a duck might get shot.